Hey, welcome back to this series on blend modes. If you're just joining and completely new to blending, then definitely check out the earlier videos in the series. If you're rejoining, then welcome back. I'm going to get straight into the difference blend mode. So we've got the same setup, the base image, and on top of that we've got our blend layer, and that is sitting half on top of the blend layer and half on top of a white background strip. Switch that back to visible. And okay, so how does difference work? Well, it takes the absolute difference between the base color and the blend color for each RGB color channel. And I'm sure you already know that any color can be broken down into a mix of red, green, and blue. And in web design, that scale goes from 0, as in no color or black, to 255, a fully saturated color. And I can see that just by selecting the color picker, making sure I've got the RGB option selected, and I can see that white is full 255 in every category, black is 0 in every category. If I take it over to red, you can see I've just got 255 in the red channel. Okay, so that's the theory. How does difference look in practice? If I select my blend layer and flip over to difference, this is what I see. The first thing to notice is that blending white with white results in black, and that makes sense because 255 on each color channel minus 255 on each color channel results in 0 in each color channel, so black. And then on our base image, you can see that the black areas blended with white result in white. And again, that makes sense because black is 0 in every color channel, and minus 255 in every color channel gives me minus 255 in every color channel. But remember, we're taking the absolute difference, and that just means pretend that it's positive. So actually the minus 255 becomes plus 255, and that gives me white on every black area. So the result of blending with white is a fully inverted image. If I now take the blend color down to black, you can see it does nothing. And again, that makes sense because black is 0 in every channel, and so if I minus 0 from every channel, I just get the same thing again, so no effect. Now if I flip over to my default blend color, I get this really funky effect. So what's going on here? Well, the first thing to notice is that our default blend is full red and full blue and 128 in the green channel. So when I blend that with white, I completely neutralize the red and the blue color channel, and I'm just left with a shade of green. On our base image, if we look at the black areas, then effectively what's happening is we are replacing the black areas with our blend color. And then on the other more complex colored areas, we get a more complex inversion effect. And if I take the color picker down to the right hand side, again, we can just see this effect play out of the darker areas being effectively replaced with our blend color, and the other areas of the image having a more complex inversion effect. So that is difference. It emphasizes the difference between the two layers, and it often produces inverted colors or highlighting darker areas with our blend color. Next we have exclusion, and we really don't need to spend long here. Exclusion works essentially the same way as difference, except it has a slightly different formula and uses the magic of arithmetic to soften the effect. So if I take the white blend layer and flip it to exclusion, this is what I see. And in the case of white, it's actually the same as difference. And also in the case of black, it's the same effect as difference. There is no change. But in between these values, we get a slightly different effect. And interestingly, when you reach pure gray, actually all base colors are neutralized to gray. So that's something to be aware of. And then flip to the blend color, and we see it's similar to difference, but just somehow softer. If I scroll up a little bit and zoom out, you can see how it's basically the same effect as difference, except the way it is calculated just softens the effect. That's it for this video on difference and exclusion. If you enjoyed the content, then please like and subscribe. Well done for making it this far. Please do join me for the next and final video on the color-oriented blend modes. Thanks for watching.